What up? So Chris Weidman is coming back after a serious injury back in 2021. We've seen this before. It was the biggest MMA karma that I've ever seen. Anderson broke his leg on Chris Weidman's shin, and then Chris Weidman broke his leg on Uriah Hall's shin. And I think Uriah Hall I don't know if he's retired or not, but hopefully he retires before that chain comes back. I remember watching that fight. I had chicken tenders and fries on the plate at a Dave and Buster's, and I'm looking down as the fight's starting, and I just see everybody look like they're about to throw up, and someone shouted he broke his leg just like Anderson Silva, and I refused to look at the TV screen because I wanted to finish my dinner. But then I watched the replay, and I was like, oh my God, this is unreal. So Chris Weidman coming back from a catastrophic leg injury like that is going to be the victory I think he's going to get, but I don't know if he's going to win this fight. Only reason being is he's older now. He was pretty much past his prime before the injury, and he was basically just doing those sideshow pay-per-view fights just for nostalgic purposes because he still was a value to the UFC. He just wasn't really championship caliber anymore that he used to be when he fought Anderson Silva. But you had Chris Weidman, and he was already, hanging in with like the bottom of the top 15, right? But his championship days were way behind him. And then add this injury on top. I think that Chris Weidman is going to lose this fight, whether it's decision or he gets finished. We don't know. But just all I can say is before this whole thing goes down, he's already had a victory in coming back from the injury and making sure that he fights again. Now, I think this fight is probably going to be his last fight, and I think it should be. I think it's time that he hangs it up, enjoys his life, goes and trains, and becomes a coach, gives back to the future of the sport. That's what I like to see is when these older fighters have had their fair share of the action. They go on and they say, you know what, I've had enough. Now it's time to bring on these younger guys, this next generation to go get the job done. And I thank Chris Weidman for everything that he's done. But I just don't think he's going to win this fight. I really don't. I think he's past it. And that 2 years of recovery, you don't know how much mileage he's lost during that time. I could be wrong. He could win. Bottom line, I do hope he retires after this. He's had enough. I don't want to see these guys keep going once they're past that certain age. He's human. He could get it done. But like I said, man, 2 years, especially when you're in your like mid to late 30s, 40s, um, that's when your body's really going to start slowing down more than you expect it to. But that's all I got to say about that. Chris Weidman, welcome back. And win, lose, or draw, I really hope this is your last one for everybody's sake. Peace out.